reading data into R using R and RStudio and avoiding writing down the directory name. In RStudio, on the top right hand side, there's an environment window and an import dataset option, and there it's got from text, which means a CSV file, and from Excel, SPSS, SAS and Stata. I'm going to do from text. It doesn't really matter too much which of the two options from text you select. Then you scroll to your file, and I'm going to give it a shorter name. So this is for the purposes of once it's read into R, it's now going to have a shorter name, but it's still referring to the same file name that will be read in. Heading is no, it says, and the variable names here are v1, v2, v3 and so on. And what should be variable names, you want your data set to have on the first row sensible variable names, and everything after that should be lines of data. And if you say heading is yes, then the first row does turn into sensible, it does then become the variable names, and everything after that is data. So hopefully the only thing you have to pay attention to is making sure it says heading is yes. If you want, you can read in all strings as factors. I'm not going to click on that, it doesn't matter too much, it's up to you. And then click on import. And the data has appeared here called anemia. And if you click on the blue arrow, you should then see the variables within it that appear. And because I use the menu systems to open it, it's also viewed, you can also, it's opened the dataset in this form where you can scroll up and down through it as well. Now there's also a history tab, and this is where the commands appear. In fact, they've also appeared into the console. But anyway, they're here in the history tab, and you can select the commands and then click on to source, and it puts them into an R script file. So it's really, really important whenever you're using R to keep your commands in a script file. And so that's opening our directory of our file and opening it into R. Very often you might want to specify your working directory, and for that purpose I'm going to copy the command, and so set wd is the function, and then you simply put your directory name in brackets, which means I have to delete the file name itself. It's in brackets and it's in quotes. And then when I read in the file, I can do a shorter version of the file name because I don't need the directory stem anymore. If you want to show that this has worked, in the environment window we can clear, if we go on the sweeping button here, we clear everything out of the environment window, so it's then empty. If we put our cursor on the first line and do control return, it runs out. That's set the working directory, which means that then when we do the next command, it looks in that particular working directory, control return again, and we've opened our data set. And we've also got the commands to open it saved here, and we've changed the working directory so that we can now use short names to save files which don't need to specify the directory stem. Okay, so this is specified in Data Wrangling Recipes in R, an online resource. It tells you how to do this. And I'm Hilary Watt from Imperial College London. Thank you for watching.